don't be more clever, yeah.
Well, no snow in the forecast, but the wind, boy, it's whipping off of Lake Erie and into Highmark Stadium, just south of Buffalo, New York. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Their own 29-yard line. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And even though this is a top-5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you to get in the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
To throw, it's Williams. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Looking to throw is Williams. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Tony.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that
answer.
That's
cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Look to hot.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On the quick, right? Look to hot.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now, what's up? 118, what's up? Right.
Back to Mixon on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Matt Judon there to bring him down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
And he had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You can look at this Bronco defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Throwing is Williams.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
The Bills at 13-3 now on the year. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on, put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Broncos.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Here's 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll go play action here with Williams.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here this second quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos nothing. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Mixon with a first down carry. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Oh, right. 18. That's right.
Mixon running wide side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Here we go. Let's go. 18.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
It's 3rd down and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
2nd and a couple. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Open man right side is Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
We got Hornets.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now it's 2nd and 10.
What is it on?
Here's Williams. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 47 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bills 14, Broncos 7. Jake Bailey.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Stroud to throw it. It's Hill, complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
19 Texas.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. To Mixon on the check down. A beautiful fake. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the first.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Stroud looking to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Wolf. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Stroud. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Stroud. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. On his loop for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Stays on his feet. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Take Bigsby in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play and a half. Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Inside handoff to Nixon. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Stroud off the play fake. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Matt Judon coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Looking to put a drive together. Now Williams, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
9-yard loss.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
5-yard line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, here's Williams. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
To throw from his end zone, Williams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 19-yard line.
South. At 18. That's it.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Swap. Another swap.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point safely through. And we are tied at 21.
21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
There he goes left side. He's on his way. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tank Bigsby, his in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jalen Hyatt with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 21. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Stroud working out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Bell. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. To throw, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is into the end zone for the Buffalo touchdown. Caleb Williams. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 21. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Speed left. Hey, team. Let's go. Lefty. South. 19 Texas.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Loose inside the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jalen Hyatt from 6 yards away. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. An extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Escapes the defender. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Tony.
Stroud out of the gun here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Stroud. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Luke now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Bills 49, Broncos 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 163 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40.
Another run by Bigsby. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
On play action, here's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
22-yard line.
To the air, Williams. That went out wide and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
That's still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Be left.
And Stroud now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver,
picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. The number 7 usually lucky here. For him, 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
and I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, the first 7 picks. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Throwing is Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Open man is Atwell, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their playbook no matter who's on the field.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Williams. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bills. Take Bigsby. 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Broncos 28. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Swap. Another swap. Under. 11.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
118.
The throwing again is Stroud. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line.
Another Broncos first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
On his loop for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Bills 56, Broncos 35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.